LeaderFeed shares the most relevant community leadership development content discovered on the web. It's a project of kirk.zurell.name. Professionals from around the world practice community leadership every day. They publish online content on the art and science of leadership. LeaderFeed selects the most relevant community leadership development content. It presents what it finds as a website and as an RSS feed that is convenient for occasional quick review. LeaderFeed is powered by Primal, a semantic analysis engine provided by Primal Fusion in Waterloo. LeaderFeed and Primal are different than a traditional search engine. Drawing from a collection of online sources, Primal attempts to understand the content through semantic analysis and classification. Primal performs the semantic analysis and passes the relevant records to LeaderFeed. LeaderFeed in turn publishes the list of content items in a simple user interface and tracks analytics. LeaderFeed is automatically curated. Each individual piece of content, like a web page or blog post, is evaluated automatically against topics related to community leadership development and education. Primal scores this content against a broader network structure of these topics, not just matching individual terms or near synonyms, and scores each article for relevance. The content is analyzed automatically, but the topic map is managed manually. The sources and topics are selected by kirk.zurell.name. The exact mix of leadership sources will grow and vary with experience and feedback from users. The topics are complementary to the curriculum of Leadership Waterloo Region. Broadly speaking, the topics are organized under community leadership, leadership development, and leadership education. In support of Leadership Waterloo Region, the individual topics of leadership days figure prominently: creativity, media relations, poverty, governance, and oppression and privilege, and others. Topics from Kouzes and Posner's Leadership Challenge are also included. Examples are practicing outside, appealing to common ideals, and encouraging the heart. There is an emphasis on Waterloo Region, Toronto and Ontario, and Ottawa and Canada. As with any artificial intelligence, the occasional bad selection will occur. LeaderFeed is a resource targeted at adults. With this in mind, content sources are briefly vetted at the point they're added to LeaderFeed. Once added, LeaderFeed autonomously tracks their content as it changes over time. Off-topic or offensive content is unlikely, as each article or other resource is evaluated semantically before being presented, but it's still possible. LeaderFeed only presents short excerpts used for classification and links to the original content. The linked websites are ultimately responsible for the content they provide. For more information, see the Terms of Service on LeaderFeed. You can review content excerpts from the website, but that's not the best way to use LeaderFeed. The best way is to use RSS. RSS stands for Rich Site Summary or Really Simple Syndication. RSS is a feed of content summaries providing just enough information to decide if an item is worth reading or not. There are specialized apps and websites you can use to collect RSS feeds for later review. At present, LeaderFeed is updated once per hour. To use LeaderFeed, use a web browser to access leaderfeed.appspot.com/feed/html. To use LeaderFeed with an RSS reader, see the link at the top of the web page. You can suggest your favorite web sources like websites and RSS feeds to supply relevant content. If you want specific topics to search for, please inquire. In both cases, send your suggestions to kirk@kirk.zurell.name. Beta status means the software works, but might experience the occasional hiccup. Based on initial feedback, we will refine existing features and plan for new features in a future release. If demand is high, you might see an overcapacity page. Wait a while or overnight, then check back. Remember, LeaderFeed updates its content only once an hour. For now, LeaderFeed is free to Leadership Waterloo Region alumni and associates. When greater traffic increases hosting costs, LeaderFeed may feature web advertisements, a subscription paywall, or other cost recovery measures. LeaderFeed only stores sources of multiple articles, websites, RSS feeds, and other sources. If your article shows up in one of these sources and is analyzed as relevant, it will appear automatically in LeaderFeed. Leadership Waterloo Region alumni should consider forwarding individual articles directly to the alumni mailing list. LeaderFeed is complementary to Internet search and alerts. Its most important value is in selecting only high-value, targeted online content for leadership development. LeaderFeed aspires to be of value to community leaders and Leadership Waterloo Region alumni as we continue our professional development.